What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Spice Glory, and I'm back in the building for another reaction. This time I will be taking my time to react to possibly one of the most anticipated interviews. I'm gonna actually go ahead and watch the whole entire thing once I get done with this reaction. Quentin Miller, as you know, Quentin Miller is the guy who is basically had a hand in ghostwriting for if you're reading this is too late, the Drake project that was put together. Some of the songs, I don't know if all of the songs, but a few of the songs on there. Um and it had got controversy because Drake and Meek Mill were beefing, and Meek Mill was attacking this Quentin Miller guy and everything like that. And then, we were just, in the mix of all this, you really never really got to appreciate the artistry of Quentin Miller because of the whole ghostwriting thing and him being basically, doing reference tracks and all of this and that. And I've, like I said, I've been waiting for the moment that Quentin Miller sat down and did a tell-all interview of like literally the entire that whole entire thing that happened with him. So, I'm just gonna be reacting to Quentin Miller pretty much talking about running into Meek Mill and the whole Foot Locker, him basically getting beat up at Foot Locker and everything like that. So he, and also this was on the Rory and Maul podcast. They, they with every single interview that they do, they're starting to get like a more and more interesting. I'm starting to. I was watching their podcast before, but like now I'm even more interested when they get like people you wouldn't expect to be doing interviews on their platform. So without further ado, let's get into this.
Did you ever have a conversation with Drake after like all of this shit happened? Did you explain the situation like, yo, you know, I didn't think you were gonna get on this record. That's the only reason I ever even played it for somebody. Or did you even have that conversation with him?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, that conversation, that wasn't even an option. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it was just like panic, panic. What should I do? Want me to say something? I'll say something. All right. After I said something, then it was less talking. Then after the fucking Meek Nike store situation, then it was like even less talking. And I'm like, bro, literally, the man said, get on the camera and say you was lying, you wrote that shit. And I said, nah. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm like, damn, bro, like I took that shit.
So that's what they wanted you to do. They wanted you to basically put that out there that, yo, yeah, Drake is lying. I wrote the record.
Yeah, yeah.
And you
Okay,
refused to do
so
that.
with that situation,
So basically, they was trying to force Meek Mill was trying to force this man to get on camera and say that he wrote a song for Drake, or of course, did the reference track for Drake. And Quentin Miller said, "No, I'm not feeling that. I'm not down with that. You're not gonna punk me into doing nothing, basically."
it's so crazy, bro. That day was insane. So I'm about to go to Hit Boy's house, but before I go, I'm like, I'm gonna just stop at the Nike store. I go to the Nike store. It was on Wilshire at the time. I get out the Uber. Paparazzi is across the street. It's just a bunch of paparazzi. I'm like, oh shit, who is it? Me and Meek lock eyes. I'm like, oh.
Of course.
I just turn. I just
Yeah.
go in the store. I just go in the store.
He said maybe he
As
didn't
I'm
see
turning,
me.
like I saw like one of them like waving, like yo, yo. I just keep going. They come into the store. They hey yo man, what's up man? He says all his shit like you making me look crazy, whatever. And I'm like, bro, like yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, yo, I could tell you ain't on no street shit, so I ain't gonna do nothing. And then I'm like, all right, and he just does like a quick turnaround. like a he does like one of those,
Mhm.
and he dips. So I'm thinking we good, and and then his man's came back in with the camera. I found out, and I don't know how true this is, but I found out that was a Nicki Minaj call, and if that's the case,
Nikki sent the camera, dude with the camera in the
no,
store.
that when they evaluate, when MEEK evaluated, you not a street dude, you not on that street shit, and they dip. I heard when they went back to the car, it was Nicki that was like, nah, run that. Listen.
Hey, yo. So Nicki Minaj told Meek Mill and them to get back in there and smack bro? Oh, that's crazy. If that's the case, that's lame as hell, bruh. I think at the whole entire igniting of this beef has everything to do with jealousy, has everything to do with Meek being on whatever type of drugs he was on, and Nicki Minaj. Dang, that's crazy. They told him to go back. Meek Mill, Nicki Minaj told Meek Mill to go back in there and smack fire out of Quentin Miller. That is lame, bro.
Bro, I'm a Nicki fan, bro. I always was a Nicki fan. My daughter's a Nicki fan.
I'm the president of the Barbs. But
That was fucked up, man. That was fucked up,
But
man.
do you know it's for a fact though, or is this?
If that was the case,
Because let's not put that on Nikki if
yeah,
that
I
wasn't.
don't want to put that on her jacket
absolute
if that
fact.
wasn't
You're
a
right.
fact. Yeah.
remember Drama was like, Nicki did something wrong.
But drama wasn't there either.
What was he talking about?
I don't know. I wasn't
He
there,
knows something.
but
I hope that wasn't the case. If that was the case, but either way, I put it on Meek.
either way, I
know,
think it was
but-
corny that entire thing happened. To be quite
But
honest with you.
still,
but
Facts.
finding that out, that hurt even more because it's like, damn, I never even had a conversation with this lady. Like, why she do that? You know, but
I get it.
yeah. So anyway, from there, then afterwards, then I pull up the Hit Boy. I got the fucking busted lip. Travis Scott pulls up. I'm like, damn, I had to.
Wait. This
Yes.
is like it's
and
all
I
right.
had to do the session with Travis Scott.
Quinn, hold on, bro. I love you, but hold on. It's a lot going on right now. So you go to get some Nikes.
He just went to get some Uptown.
Yes.
You go to get some Nikes.
Just
You
wanted
see
the
Meek.
shoes.
The paparazzi is there. Nikki's in the car. You in the store. Have a conversation with Meek. His man comes back in with the camera. You say you're not doing it. That's when his homeboy
Stole off.
stole off on you, swings on you.
Pre-purchase or post-purchase?
Oh,
This guy.
pre.
Wait,
So
so
you
you
still
bought
stayed-
sneakers after you got
respect
into a
it.
fight?
I don't think I bought anything after that.
Okay.
I'm about to say you a different type of
yeah,
nigga.
you
I
are
would have
just a
respected if
guy.
he just took it on the
bought
chin and was
shoes.
like,
If you was to go
stop-
through all that and
stop
be like, yo,
taking
yeah,
those.
let me get those in 11, and you leaking, you an alien, my nigga. You a different type of nigga. But
I just left.
so then you go to Hit Boy Studio.
Then I go to Hit Boys studio, thinking this is gonna be a regular day at Hit Boys.
Yeah.
You can have that conversation with Hit, tell him what just happened.
And fucking Travis Scott pulls up.
Travis pull.
Bro had a whole session with Travis Scott with a busted lip. I respect him even more than I did before because he's a great artist. And now even him saying that he went to the studio with Hit Boy and Travis Scott and probably completed the session with Travis Scott with the busted lip makes me think that he is an A1 artist. He's an A1 artist. He's a perfectionist, even with a busted lip. Dang, man.
Pulls up.
And I got the fucking busted lip. And come on, man. This is what y'all did to me. I'm just trying to make my name.
It would be
out
such.
here.
It would be such a curb your enthusiasm moment if the episode ended with Travis going up to Quentin and saying, "I'd like for you to write something for me." Insert curb music right here.
All right, so that's the end of that clip. I really wish he would. I hope, like in the interview, he touches on like what is that dude's name that was getting at him heavy during this whole beef with Meek Mill and everything like that. OG Mako. I hope that he like touches on that because that was another narrative in the whole entire like Drake and Meek Mill beef that was going on. It, let me tell you what the timeline was in my opinion because I lived that beef like when it was happening. Like I was watching that beef as it was happening. It was it was basically Drake versus Meek Mill, right? And then under that, it's it, it's Drake versus it's Drake it's Drake versus DJ Drama, right? And then under that, it's uh Meek Mill versus Quentin Miller, and then under that, it's Quentin Miller versus OG Mako, and then under that, it's God, who else is part of this beef? Because there are like so many names that are a part of that, like have like a string in this beef. Um, who else besides those people? Of course, Nicki Minaj is in this, but like she's not versus anybody. She's just guilty by association. So she's in there as well. And then under her, um, I don't even know if there's anybody else in this besides those like people that I already named. But I was following this thing to the T. And you know what else? I was always watching DJ Academic's videos in the midst of all this happening at the same time. And it was just crazy to even see what was going on with the diss songs back and forth and just reacting to it in real time. Those are memories I don't think I can like trade for anything else. Just being in the same room with my friends and we just sitting there listening to what was the song that I was listening to? We were listening to the Charged Up song, and then we listened to Meek Mill's song, and then we listened to back, and bro, that whole entire thing was crazy. Whole entire thing was crazy, and it's a part of my life that I cherish.